The North Carolina Tar Heels are off to a hot 4-0 start. Big reason being transfer Chris Gray and his play, none better than this past weekend as the Tar Heels defeated Johns Hopkins. Let's take a closer look at what Chris Gray did so well on Saturday to help his team secure this first win. Now, something you're going to notice in each one of these clips is how dynamic Chris Gray is and his ability to attack from everywhere on the field. Starting out here on this first clip, he's going to be in the top center of the key here. Usually, we're used to seeing him behind at X. He has that ability to go right and left and be the quarterback, but he's also now showing you his ability to attack from up top. So we see Chris Gray highlighted here. He's going to absolutely put this defender into a spin cycle off of the catch, hitch, gets down the middle of the field, finishing with his shoulder squares, moving downhill. Really nice start there for Chris Gray. We have a nice angle here. Again, that hitch to a spin move and moving his shoulders square to the cage all the way, right? So we see him and his ability to attack from the top of the key. Let's look at a little bit of a wing dodge here as we're going to get into a little two-man game action with Chris and his teammate, all right? So he's going to be in our corner here. What we're going to see, all right, is his ability to now get to this righty wing, all right, and make a play from there. A lot of times he's going to get his hands free, a little bit of separation. He can survey the field for an assist or step back and get a shot off, which is what we're going to see in this case. Again, going into a two-man game, and then boom, a little bit of space that he needs and absolutely rips the top corner. Great angle here as we see, right, the pick and the two-man game going between the teammates here from North Carolina. See now, this defenseman for Hopkins, that was who was guarding Chris Gray, so we can see that vast amount of separation between the two. He has his hands nice and free, and as we saw, can absolutely unload a cannon here on the cage, high to high. Really nice shot there by Chris, set up there by the two-man game. So we've seen him dodge from up top. We've seen him attack from the wing. Let's take a little look of him dodging from X, all right? Now we're getting to that more traditional of what we think when we think of Chris Gray, his ability to get to his right hand, ability to get to his left hand, and you know these defensemen have to be thinking the same thing. That's why it's so difficult to guard him. Again, we're going to see him square up, get to his right, and this is just a really, really elite play by Chris Gray. Noticing the goalie sleeping a little bit. Again, we see our defender not all the way in his hands. Another great angle of it here. Same thing we just saw, right? The defenseman is not even in the picture. Hands are free. And again, what makes this shot so difficult is that momentum is not only going away towards the sideline, but somewhat upfield as well. So he has that ability to gather that power in his legs and then unleash this shot here past the goalie. That's just a heady IQ, really talented play there by Chris Gray. Let's watch it one more time. Take some heat there from the defender, step back, puts that one past the goalie, and shows you a little celebration there, really fired up, and rightfully so. One more, and this is perhaps my favorite clip here from the day, and it's not even one of his goals, as we'll see. All right, so the ball is going to start out in a little bit of a scrum situation, all right, going for this loose ball. Something that I will always say here and try to tell young attackmen, as we see Chris Gray there fighting for that ball, is your ability to get ground balls and ride back these defenders trying to clear the ball makes you that much more of a valuable attackman. There we see Chris Gray with a one-handed ground ball, picks the ball up in transition, makes the defender commit to him, and then dumps it off to his teammate for their 7th goal of the game. Again, really hard-nosed, heady play to be able to pick up this ground ball. And then a little subtlety here as we see, can't totally see this defenseman in the picture, but what Chris does is he absolutely attacks that defender that is in front of him, and that forces this defender who is out of the screen to step upfield, which in turn leaves his teammate wide open here on the crease. Again, all that is made possible by how hard Chris Gray is running. He gets his eyes up and surveys the field as soon as you pick up that ground ball, because it always leads to good things, just like it did right here. Again, Chris Gray showing you all of his ability to attack from all over the field, but also make hard-nosed plays, do the dirty work, and get his teammates some goals. The Tar Heels are going to look for more of the same here from Chris Gray moving forward.